there are. This week, Des Darling caught up with a master trainer who is definitely making a difference with wayward doggies.
They are the worst of the worst. Canine incorrigibles being given their last chance to make good. It's up to one man to make sure they take that chance.
Let's get to work. Come on over here, puppy. What a good boy. Here we go, pups. Come on. Oh, what have I got for you? Come on, puppy. Yes, sir.
All right, so Paul Gale isn't exactly from the Clint Eastwood school of discipline.
I got the good stuff. Yes, sir. I sure do.
When you're going to begin training a dog, the most important thing is to form a bond of friendship with the dog. Let the dog know that you pose no threat to them at all, that you want to be friends, that you're a lot of fun, that you give them food. And in that process, we also find out what is the primary motivator of the dog. It's finding out what that dog loves best.
As good as Paul is at training dogs, he's also very good at training people to train dogs. Oh, and while we're listing his good points, he's also fluent in Japanese, which is just as well.
Social walking shinagara, sit, toe drop.
Yeah, beautiful. Excellent. Good. Great.
Remember the one rule of social walking, which is how to?
Loose lead, not tight.
Not tight, okay. Always walking with a loose lead. Correct.
Because dogs in Japan don't socialise enough with other dogs when they're young, they tend to have more behavioural problems. After an intensive 7-month course with Paul, these young students will return to their home country to help train dogs and their owners. Lord Smith Animal Hospital is more than happy to volunteer its dogs for the program.
We take these dogs with minor behavioural problems, we train them, correct the problems, give them back to Lord Smith, and they're rehomable very quickly.
Do you think you can fix most dogs?
I have absolutely no doubt at all that in a few months' time, Belle will be ready for rehoming, and the family that sees it will say, "Ah, what a beautiful dog, we'll take him." No doubt whatsoever.
She'll also speak Japanese fluently.
Not only that, but we also expect her to be trained to answer the telephone.
Perhaps not quite, but what about previous graduates of Paul's class?
Yeah.
Now the perfect models of doggy decorum. TJ the Lab could get his own TV show.
He was overweight and hyper when he arrived.
Now he's a happy dog. Look, he's lost weight, he's fitting into clothes he never thought he'd wear again.
Exactly right. He's a supremely well-trained dog, and as you can see, he's placid, he's beautiful, and I expect that when he goes back to Lord Smith Hospital, which he will very soon, he'll be taken by the first person who sees him.
It seems most of the dogs learn a few tricks as well.
Girl.
Missy does a dainty high five, and TJ does a cute belly crawl.
Well, yes, good boy.
Our Lord Smith Animal Hospital dogs have only been here an hour. Already we're making some progress. Mio?
Yeah.
This is Belle. Just show us what she can do.
Bear, sit, sit, sit,
Don't make a liar of me, Belle.
sit, bear, sit.
Oh, well done. Success. Paul?
Very, very, very well done, Mio. That is great. Very, very well done.
For little Belle, it's a very big step towards finding a new home.
Who doesn't like a massage? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, puppy. Yeah.
Millie, excitable young dog, is looking for home number 3.
We have to say goodbye, Millie. We have to say goodbye. Well, her name is Millie and she's beautiful. She's only 6 months old. She's a poodle cross beagle. And some friends of ours, they couldn't mind the dog. They were older people. And they said she was just a bit of a handful. So we sort of said, yeah, we'll take her. We've got 2 young children, 7 and 4. And we thought she'd be great for them, but she's a bit jumpy. And she's full of energy. She digs out of the backyard. She knocks the kids over. We're a bit shipwrecked and we just need someone to say they'll look after her.
The shelter deals with cases where people are perhaps not fully aware of what is required to own a dog. And more often than not, it's through no fault of the pet that the relationship doesn't quite work.
Does she understand any words or tricks? Like, does she sit, stay, drop?
She will sit.
Sit?
Sometimes.
So she can put when feels like it?
Yeah. I think she's got a lovely nature. Yeah, she just needs a bit of training. I think that's all. We have to say goodbye, Millie. We have to say goodbye. She's a beautiful dog, aren't she? Hey, go sit. Sit down. Sit down. Bye-bye, darling.
Let's go.
Got me in a haze running cover. Where we gonna go from here?
Sorry, Mil.
Where we gonna go from here?
Millie will sit and wait in the dog shelter, hoping the perfect family walks past to give her another chance.
Where we gonna go from here? Where we gonna go from here?
Why can't you be like this at home at times, sitting quietly?
Millie, the young pup surrendered to the shelter because she was too boisterous around toddlers, is undergoing a vet check to see if it's suitable for adoption.
Check her teeth. Let's just have a listen to her heart chest to make sure it's all normal. And it is. She's great.
Before she can begin the next phase of her life, Millie must be desexed and vaccinated.
Oh, we don't like needles. A bit precious.
Good girl, Millie, good girl.
There we go, Bubba. This is against kennel cough. And that's just into a nostril. There we go. Done, sweetie.
With Millie given a clean bill of health, Serena and her 2 young boys visited the adoption centre a few days later. And guess who they ran into?
Don't let her jump on you, darling.
This young family can already get an appreciation of what they're about to get themselves into.
Millie, you have no manners at all. No, they had so much trouble with you.
Tell her slowly, don't let her snatch it. Because you have to teach her that you're the boss.
She probably doesn't know how to.
I don't think she's been taught any manners.
Oh, she don't have any manners.
See the smelling thing? That's the baby.
Yeah.
She gets sidetracked by the smell.
Gentle. Gentle.
Good girl.
Gentle. She's gorgeous. She needs lots of work, but she's gorgeous.
At just 6 months, Millie begins life with her 3rd family. Only time will tell if the latest one is the right one. Millie, the sometimes overexcited puppy, has been given another chance with another family.
Millie!
Her 3rd home in the space of 1 month, and everyone's getting on.
Play with me, run with me, have a little fun with me, get the hose and mud with me.
There is a limit when it comes to teaching young dogs new tricks.
Climb on me, tickle me, play.
Serena and the boys have noticed a big drop in Millie's boisterous behaviour. Some tips from Lord Smith animal trainer Paul will help set things straight between Millie and the family.
I believe that she's really sensitive to verbal correction. Verbal correction is a very guttural sound coming from here. It sounds something like this. Ah! That sound should precede a correction.
Yep.
Okay? And very quickly the dog learns when they hear that sound to stop the behavior that they're now giving, and that will stop the correction.
I use that
from
with my
happening.
children. What did Paul say? You say? Give her a big pat.
Give her a big pat. Tell her she's a good girl. Tell her she's a really good girl.
Fantastic.
PALS program at the Lord Smith Animal Hospital. How are you?
Through the Pets Are Loving Support, or PALS program, volunteers and their dogs regularly visit hospitals, nursing homes and daycare centres, hoping to spread a little animal magic.
We have 330 dogs in the program. The smallest would be a toy poodle and the largest would be a 108 kilo English Mastiff called Bronx. And pretty much anything in between.
Now I'm going to be approaching your dogs first of all in a situation that I would never normally do.
A professional dog trainer, Paul Gale, donates his time to the program, teasing and testing potential PALS poochers.
I don't want dogs that will react in any way to a sudden move or a loud noise. I also look at what I call the CQ, which is a cuteness quotient, because when a really cute, sort of vivacious dog comes in,